Hello, you're watching Hornbill TV's Northeast Express. Shots were fired and an abandoned house was set on fire in Manipur's Jiribam, triggering fresh tensions just a day after the Meitei and Mar communities reached an agreement to make efforts to restore normalcy in the district, officials said on Saturday. An abandoned house in Lalpani village was torched by armed men on Friday night, they said. It is an isolated settlement consisting of few Meitei houses, and most of those were abandoned after violence broke out in the district. Miscreants who are yet to be identified took advantage of security lapses in the area to commit the arson, an official said. The armed men also fired several rounds of shells and gunshots, targeting the village security forces. Security forces were rushed to the area following the incident, he added. Representatives of the Meitei and Mar communities reached an agreement in a meeting held at a CRPF facility in adjoining Assam's Kachar on Thursday. The meeting was moderated by Jiribam District Administration, Assam Rifles and CRPF personnel. Representatives of Thado, Paite and Mizo communities of Jiribam district were also present in the meeting. The meeting resolved that both sides will make full efforts to bring normalcy and prevent incidents of arson and firing. Both sides shall give full cooperation to all the security forces operating in Jiribam district. Both sides agreed to facilitate controlled and coordinated movement, a joint statement issued and signed by representatives of all the participating communities said. The next meeting is scheduled to be held on August 15th. Assam will be setting up its semiconductor industry at Jagi Road in Morigao district. On Saturday, Assam Chief Minister Hemanta Biswa Sarma performed the Bhumi Pujan of Tata Semiconductor Assembly and Test Facility. Assam Water Resources Minister Piyush Hazarika and Chairman of Tata Group N. Chandrasekhar were also present on the occasion. The industry is expected to be completed within 18 months. Making the announcement, Assam Chief Minister Hemanta Biswa Sarma said the centre could have chosen any other state and that it was a huge landmark for Assam.
Is going to set up the semiconductor industry in Jagi Road. As per the group assessment, this industry will be completed within 18 months. Today, Tata Group Chairman Managing Director C. Chandrasekharan has done the Bhumi Pujan, and at least within 18 months from today, this production unit will become effective. It will come into operation. On behalf of the people of Assam, I would like to thank Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Sri Ashwini Vaishnav, Minister for Railway, and the Tata Groups, more particularly Sri N. Chandrasekharan, Managing Director, Chairman Managing Director, Tata Groups, for this great initiative. They could have gone any part of India, but they have chosen Assam. It is a huge landmark for the state of Assam. We will never forget for their great initiative. We will offer all possible cooperation. I would also like to offer my gratitude to Sri Ratan Tata, who is always a friend for the people of Assam.
Chairman of Tata Group N. Chandrasekhar, who was present, said chips are going to be part of everything now and the technology is fast progressing with the adoption of artificial intelligence.
Semiconductor industry is a foundation industry for the future. Chips are going to be part of everything we do in our daily life, industrial life, consumer lives. Be it electronics industry, automobiles, mobile technology, defense, healthcare, or other consumer products, everything will have a chip going forward, multiple chips, and this technology is fast progressing. With the adoption of artificial intelligence, all this will accelerate. And every country is trying to get into this space. Globally, there are very few nations which have the capability. So India, under the visionary leadership of Sri Narendra Modi ji, took a very bold step, and the Tata Group is extremely thankful and proud to be part of this initiative. We are building the entire electronics value chain. We have a big manufacturing facility, as we call it as EMS, in South India, in Tamil Nadu near Bangalore. Then we have the electronics assembly unit and packaging unit in Karnataka. Now we are creating this very advanced semiconductor assembly and test facility here in Jagirod, Assam. We are also putting a fab in Dholera, Gujarat. Then we are also setting up a design house. With this, we will play in the entire value chain. See, this is very significant because this will put India in the advanced industry roadmap. This will push us to create quality standards which are world class. This will create a lot of future jobs. This will strengthen the global supply chain. We will make our contribution to the global supply chain stability. And in Assam, it will open a new chapter. And he is here, but I have to say the leadership, the vision, the passion with which the Chief Minister, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma, has driven this is unparalleled. And you have to see the timelines. A new project of this in a new industry, getting everything lined up and getting the funding and getting to a Bhumi Pujan at such a short timeline, including we have gone through an election period, is just remarkable. A lot of people have worked hard on it. I have to thank Minister Shri Ashwini Vaishnav, the Secretary of the Department of Electronics and their team, the Indian Semiconductor Mission, a lot of global partners and the Tata team. Many people have worked, but it's only the beginning. It will create a lot of jobs, needless to say, but I think I'm very excited about what we are going to accomplish here and in elsewhere, and I look forward to a great future, and hopefully sometime in 2025 I will be able to come here to commercially open the facility. Thank you so much.
The Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium in Shillong hosted the first match in the Group E category, F category of the prestigious 133rd Indian Oil Durand Cup. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma graced the inaugural event of the Durand Cup, joined by Deputy Chief Ministers Preston Tinsong and Sneau Bhalang Dhar, Sports Minister Shakliar Warjdi and Chief Secretary D.P. Walang. The inauguration was also attended by Air Marshal S.P. Dharkar, Air Officer Commanding in Chief Eastern Air Command, Lieutenant General Sanjay Malik, General Officer Commanding 101 Area, Major General Rajesh A. Moge, VSM Vice Chairman, Durand Cup Organising Committee and a number of senior military and civil officials. The afternoon kicked off with a match between Shillong Lajong FC and Tribhuvan Army Football Club as part of the schedule for Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium to host Group F matches, in which Shillong Lajong FC clinched victory over Tribhuvan Army Football Club with a single goal, placing them at the top of the group table. In the upcoming days, the teams Shillong Lajong FC, Indian Super League sides, FC Goa, Hyderabad FC and Nepal's Tribhuvan Army Football Club will play matches in the now revamped stadium. The event is the first of this scale hosted at the JN Stadium since 2016, a significant moment for the state. The stadium development was accelerated ahead of a scheduled construction to ensure that compliances were met for the hosting of the Durand Cup. This included the construction of the north and south stand, the fitting of seats in all stands to comply with international event guidelines under AFC, and the renovation of the west stand VIP area. Further, the natural turf was relaid entirely with natural grass conducive to the Shillong climate. The stadium's floodlights were also replaced to reach the lighting levels required for international matches and television broadcast standards. The players' dressing areas and officials' room were also upgraded as per international standards. The stadium shall also continue its upgradation after the event, which shall include the final touches of the structure and the laying of a synthetic athletic track, which shall be completed soon.
The Durand Cup is one of the oldest tournaments in the country and one of the oldest tournaments in the world, in fact. And Meghalaya, and especially Shillong, being a very football-loving state, it makes a lot of sense for us to be part of this tournament and to host it, and especially to have our own teams also being part of the Durand Cup itself. I would like to congratulate the Honorable Minister, Sports and Youth Affairs and the entire Sports Department for having successfully completed this particular stadium, which is now hosting the tournament. As you can see, that this is at the international standard, and a lot of work has gone into making this stadium what it is today. That in the last many years, the government of Meghalaya has been focusing a lot on sports and on sports infrastructure, for infrastructure development for many other games. So for example, National Games is just one, but there's the Khelo India Games, there's the Northeast Olympics, there is the Meghalaya Games that happen. So with the focus on the National Games, we are pushing ourselves to put the infrastructure, and I'm happy to see that we are moving in the right direction. We may not be able to create infrastructure for all the disciplines that are there, because certain disciplines, the expenses are very high. And that's something that we may not. So we're looking at the ones that are manageable, and in most cases we have been able to create that infrastructure, and having the Meghalaya Games, in rotation basis, is allowing us in fact to create the necessary infrastructure even at the district level, so that we have more possibility to host not just National Games but all the games. So we are hoping it will happen, and as and when it happens, I can assure you that Meghalaya will be ready to host it. Because we know that it's not going to happen immediately, like next year or a year after that. But as and when it happens, a few years from now, we will be ready.
The local representative of Riboy and MLA of Nongpo constituency, Mairal Bond CM, on Saturday expressed his concern over the frequent power cut in Riboy district, which has affected the livelihoods of the people. Speaking to media, CM said that as the local representative from Riboy, he was deeply saddened by the increasing power outages. He also thanked the state government for bringing in the rupees 78 crore worth 132 kilovolt power station in Nongpo, and hoped that the installation of this power station will solve the problems of the people affected by the power outages from time to time.
mat ki ba kong san ma ka ba ke ba bun ki pa ba ki la ju complain na ka por sha ka por ki la am de grang ma snong ki la am de ki cement ki la am de ki kimi pa la am de ki khna school la am de ki battery office la ne ki business repair ka jing lip kha jong ka lat no tin pareng ki ong ni ka frequent failure shutdown jong ka lat hang ni ha po area ri bhoi la ne ha
10,675 illegal immigrants have been detected in Manipur in the last 5 years, said Chief Minister N. Biren Singh during the 6th session of the 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly on a query moved by MLA Surja Kumar Okram on Friday. Those illegal immigrants are originally from Myanmar, Bangladesh, Norway, China and Nepal. Out of the total 10,675 illegal immigrants, 85 were deported in the last 5 years, he said, adding that at present 143 illegal immigrants are in detention centres. Meanwhile, rupees 85,55,761 has been incurred to maintain the detainees. District-wise, there are 11 illegal immigrants at Imphal West, 1 each at Imphal East, Bishnupur, Thubal, 6 at Kakching, 150 at Churachandpur, 1895 at Chandel, 2,406 in Tengnopal, 3 at Ukhrul, 2 at Kangpokpi and 6199 at Kamjong. To check influx of illegal immigrants, a committee has been constituted to conduct verification drive for identification of illegal immigrants in Churachandpur, Chandel, Tengnopal, Kamjong and Ferozwal district under supervision of Home Department, Government of Manipur, Order of March 24, 2023. Mentioned that before the ongoing violence broke out, the committee detected 2480 illegal Myanmar immigrants. Further, the central government has announced that Indo-Myanmar border will be fenced completely. Border fencing work has already started and given importance, Biren stated. A total length of 9.214 kilometers of border fencing between border pillar 79 to 81 has been completed. In a startling incident, a 32-year-old man was allegedly murdered by his parents and aunt on Friday at Pura Horia village under North Karimganj constituency of Assam. The deceased, Suhail Ahmed, who was sick when the incident occurred, was reportedly beaten to death by the trio, after which his room was set on fire. However, Father Abdul Sahid, Mother Dilwara Begum and Aunt Hasna Begum had denied the allegations and instead accused the deceased of torturing them and setting his own room on fire. Meanwhile, a police team has sent the body to Karimganj Civil Hospital for post-mortem last night. Investigation is underway.
তো বাবারে আগুন লাগাইছে আমরা ঘরে মাইরপিট করছে আমরা খালি রাইতো মারছে সকালেও মারছে মারিয়া ও তো তারা লওয়া যায় না ও বাবা দরজা ভাঙিও না ও আগুন লাগাইও না কইলা খোয়ার বাদে বাবা দরজা করে কলিয়া হয়ে গিয়ে মারে হাতি মারে পাও দি মারে খালি মাইরপিট হরে বাবা ইটা করি না রে বা ইটা করিও না রে বাবা ইটা করি না রে বা ইটা বাদ রে বাবা গড় দরজা তালাইও না আমরা বাড়ি পড়া মানুষ সারা গড় ধরিলে বাবা তুমি খাতি পুরান দিতে ধরো ইটা করি খালি মাইরপিট করে বাবা দরজা খুলিয়ে খালি মাইরপিট করে আমারে খালি মাইরপিট করে
মেন কারণ কিতা
এগুলো তো পাগল নানি এগুলো তো মির্গি বিমার আর তো মির্গি বিমার আর ও তো আমরা জ্বালাই
আর আজকে কিতা হইছিল আজকে কি হইছিল আজকে কি হইছিল
আজকে তো গরু আগুন লাগাইছে ও নুধরানি দা সব আগুন জ্বালাইছে সব ও ভালং গুলং গরম জামাই দেখো তারা আমরা হইছে রে ভাই তা করিস না তুই আরে শুনছে না
কটার সময়
ও পানি টানিছ আর হয়েছে সর্দি তো হেতো গেল তারা হবে
তারপরে কিতা হইছিল
আর তো জানি না রে বাবা আরে আমরা রাগল লইয়া
এখন কিতা শুনছেন
ও তো কিতা শুনি বলে খানো বলে বাড়ির উপর কি পুলে মরছে মরা বলে ও খালি শুনি আর আমার মাথা
নাম কিতা
নাম তো সুহেল ও তো তার বাবা তো আমি মা
বুঝেনি তো জানি লাগাইছি আমরা লাঠি দি বাড়িয়া আর আমাদের তার মারে তার বাদে তোমার লাগাইছে গরো আগুন লেগে ই তো মাথা সন্তনা নি পাগল মুখা গরো আগুন লাগে জ্বলাই তো আসলে বালতি দি মারিয়া পানি নিবাইয়া বাজে তাই গড়তে বার করি যাও বা তিনটর মরগি যা
এটা কতদিন থেকে এরকম মানে
এইটা 8 বছর থাকি
মেরিড নি
হ্যাঁ না মেরিড না
বয়স কত
বয়স তার বয়স 32-33
নাম কিতা
সুহেল আহমদ
আর আপনারা মানে কিতা কই পাইছেন আপনারা মানে আপনার ছেলেরে
আমরা পাইছি না আমরা তো গড়টাই আমরা মারিয়া বিচিয়া বাদে ও বাজি আইছে বুঝছে তার আর আমরা খুলতে পারতাম না খানো গেলো খানো না খানো গেলো খানো না জানি না
আপনাকে
আমি তার বাবা
আপনার নাম কিতা
As reports of the closure of Reboy Civil Subdivision Office due to the absence of the subdivisional officer, leaders of the Reboy People's Council headed by President Jason Lennox Nongrum visited the office in Patharkma on Friday. Residents have reported significant delays and disruptions in accessing services due to the office's closure and the absence of government personnel. This has led to a backlog of work and required residents to travel to Nongpo for services that should be available locally. During the inspection, RBPC President Samla Jason Lennox Nongrum confirmed that the office has indeed been closed for weeks, with no officers present, highlighting serious lapse in service provision. The RBPC has expressed frustration over the situation and has warned that if the government fails to appoint a full-time SDO to the Patharkma office, it will take further action to address the closure.
Kanega jiwan jongi kanega shnong kadai hadin ba kumka seng Ni layo ya kajing ujor na ki babun ki nong snong jong kan kadong bagathan riboy sep ni borok we. La bono kini ki kendiat tayo baladep ki la don ki nong snong jong kan kadong bagathan ki balawan hapo ka office ka jongi banwan ban yathu ban pensngo ya kajing ka baki ki mat kisham. Hakabide bat karukum long rukuman jong ka western riboy borok we. Kuma pila ban saki ngidon haplau jong kan ka office civil subdivision patarkhma kane kalong official on the record jong ka floor of the house lade ban keren ba the government has initiated the process ban peniang no ya kita ki infrastructure kane kadong bagathan khamta ma kate jaka to be precise hande hadu menin mane ngiyo i ba kane ka jaka kadang long yingja i kumba don ki diang bat kimon ki ba persyang menta ban bakla yo ti uput telada ka sarkar kan bu i kate jaka kumte hangte ngi na kaliang ka seng ko ban kli ba lano pinsdang ban trikam. We want the government to come clean. Ngiko apakah sarkar kan batay syai. Lano ban kabar kalong ba ka sarkar lano kan bu no yaw SDO ubat tikna ban station ba hapo jong ka office permanently. Kita kidi ka artil kimat ki bakongsan ki bana kaliya.
That was all for this house bulletin. For more news and updates, stay tuned to HornbillTV. Goodbye.